Do you find that there are board games from childhood that you just kind of want to find again?
There are quite a few.
Because they've just got that kind of nostalgic, nice homely feel about them.
Fond memories and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
That's why I spent a small fortune buying this.
Yeah.
I say small fortune, it wasn't too bad. It was £6.
Yeah, I'd say it was definitely more than we normally pay for a board game.
But there's so many reasons why. This is Rat Race, and this is from Waddington's, who obviously at the time, I mean, I remember this from my childhood in the 80s.
Yeah.
But Waddington's at the time, they published Monopoly, didn't they?
They did.
And Cluedo?
Yeah.
They did. I'm looking desperately for my copy of Cluedo, which I think is not in this room.
No, it's not in this room, it's in storage.
I'm pretty sure that they did all that, because Waddington's were the board game company at the time.
They were.
And this was a Waddington's, House of Games, Waddington's. My mum and dad had this, and bizarrely my mum says now she remembers the name but doesn't remember the game.
Okay, well this is a game that I don't remember.
Okay, now I do, and we had this exact version, I think, or we had this one. Interestingly, is in English and French, but a bit of research tells me that's because I think this game came out in Canada, and obviously in Canada there are two official languages, English and French, and hence I think this is the version there. Now I think the one my mum and dad had French on it as well,
right?
Because I remember there being 2 instruction books inside.
French, okay.
So
anyway,
Canada.
Canada, of course.
Canada, English and French, you see. So this version does say on the front cover, copyright 67 and 73, House of Games Corporation Limited, Ontario, Canada.
Okay.
A madcap game of social climbing from 2 to 6 players from 9 to 90 years. The whole idea of Rat Race is that it's about life.
It's about socialism.
It's about the rat race of going from one social class to the other, what you need to do, the status symbols, all that kind of thing.
Keeping up with the Joneses.
Keeping up with the Joneses is very much the thing.
Right.
So on the board, what you do is, and this is exactly the board I remember having. So let me try and orientate this the right way. So it's a little bit slightly Monopoly-esque in the way that you...
Oh, okay. I was saying because Rat Race is upside down, but that's fine.
No, well, it's never going to be quite... You're never going to have everything right. So you've got 3 classes around the edges, or around the thing. So you've got here, which is the working class on the outer ring. Then you go to middle class, and then in the middle you have high society. So the way it works is you start here, graduation day, in the working class. You then go round the board as you would do normally, and as you land on different things, a la Monopoly style, these are businesses, and each player in the game owns a business. So you're buying from other players in the game, you see. And you have to, when you land on something, you have to buy something from them. It could be you buy the status symbol item, or it could be that you just pay for another purchase, which is a lower amount, you see.
Yeah.
And to move from one class to the other, you have to hold a certain number of status symbols. You also have to earn a college diploma, and you have to join a members club. So there's like a yacht club and things like that. So as you see, as you go around here, you've got businesses, night school, pay £50 tuition, receive diploma. You need that diploma to move from working class to middle class, you see.
Okay, yeah.
You've also got somewhere around here, country club, so pay £50 invitation fee, receive membership card. So you need that membership card and that diploma to move from one social level up to the next one. If you see one class up to the next one.
The light in it.
There is another way to move up, which is a society wedding. So you can get like an instant transfer from one up to the other by landing on that society wedding square. You've also got things on here like the stock exchange, where you land on that, you roll the dice, and you can do stuff with your money there. You've also got the racetrack, where you can gamble your money on horses, or I'm assuming it's horses because it's a picture of a horse here.
Yeah.
But I loved this game as a kid, and I love the feel of it all. I remember now. Tell me, do you remember these banknotes from being in Monopoly?
No, that's not familiar money.
You see, I
no money's familiar.
I now can't remember if
I
remember this money just from this game,
or
whether my parents' version of Monopoly had the same money. I'll have to.
It's the same colour scheme.
possibly.
Because I remember 5,000s being pink.
I thought this was the same money as Monopoly, but I might be wrong. I'll have to look at some old versions of Monopoly we got. What I do love is the fact that you've got these cards, which are all the status symbol cards that people buy from the different businesses. There's the colours. You've got shades of brown and green and beige, which is very 70s style. But they're also matte cards.
Yeah.
Nowadays, anything you get in a board game is glossy and shiny,
Yeah,
and these are all matte and quite tactile.
It is quite telling that of the era as well, that the playing pieces are, well, you've got a green one and you have a red one and you have a black one, which is fine, but then you've got this kind of
olive colour.
Olive. I was going to say dirty green, but yeah,
olive green,
which is weird, and a brown one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's
and a
strange.
dark blue one.
But they match up with the colours of the things that you buy, you see, as you go around, the status symbols and everything. Yeah, that dice looks a little bit like an animal's had that. A dog's
yeah, I reckon that's been in some animal's mouth, yes.
So these are like the diplomas and the club memberships that you get as you go around. Right. But the other thing about Rat Race is that you realise you don't have cash for everything. So you have credit cards.
Oh, there's credit cards.
Each player has a credit card. And you can buy stuff on credit as you go round.
Right.
And there is a square on the board that if you land on it, you have to pay back the money you owe plus 10%. So there's always the risk factor that you might go bankrupt because you've got to pay back what you've taken out on credit. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
people are prepared to live beyond their means by putting stuff on credit to move up a social class or up a level there. But yet you could get caught out and you could end up bankrupt. So it's kind of an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Now, we've not played this together yet.
No.
I obviously remember playing it as a kid, and I loved this game as a kid, actually. And it's kind of interesting because someone can get hit by the credit card bill or taxes. And when you're in the top classes, the taxes cost a lot of money. But then you have to plummet back down to the working class, you see. And it's all about, people are given another chance.
Yeah, right.
Stuff like that.
No, it's very, well, it's kind of... I was going to have a go at it, but I suppose Monopoly is a game that you can't really. It's been around for a long time, and Monopoly is Monopoly seems to be the one that you always refer another game to, and
I think it's because quite a few games it's a similar idea.
It's based on domination of some sort, and this is basically
it's domination of life.
Social,
this isn't it?
Yeah, so it's actually it's quite. It seems a little bit tongue in cheek.
It is, and I think that's really reflected in the rules and the way they're written.
Yeah.
Because if you read these, obviously it's done in a Q&A style. Why is this game called Rat Race? How does it work? What is the object of the game? And that's all fair enough and stuff, you see. And then it kind of goes on about, suddenly you get the question, when does it start to get interesting?
It's actually written in the...
It's written in this really chatty style. So the response is, right now, the player who had the first choice of business rolls the dice again. And it goes on like that. Right. Why would I want to spend money on a high-priced status symbol? Because that's part of the snobbery we all indulge in to impress our friends and keep up with the Joneses.
Right, there we go.
That sort of style, things like this. And the next question is, you mean if I land on Olive's jewellery, I'm not just restricted to buying a 17-jewel watch? I can buy a gold ring or even a diamond necklace? Right, now you're really flouting it.
Right.
It's all written in exactly this kind of style. Wait a minute, if I had that kind of money, I wouldn't be in the working class. Maybe so, but in these days you don't need cash to buy. Just use your credit card. Right. And the whole rule book is kind of written like that in this really chatty style and stuff.
Okay,
which is kind of sweet.
Yeah,
that's the right phrase.
Sweet. Yeah, it's. I suppose it's quite. It makes it.
It makes it tongue in cheek, as you said.
Yeah, it makes it a bit. Yeah. That's the. What. The other thing I can't help noticing. Mm. But none of the money and things fit in the box.
No,
it's kind of this. I think it's a standard. I think it's a standard box that they use for like a generic box, I should say.
Well, I think Waddington's had all these boxes because I think Monopoly came the same because the rule books
don't really fit, and it's kind of
the rule bits do. Yeah. That's the thing. The rules
do. That one doesn't.
Well, no, it sort of does if you push it in a little bit, but. You're right though, and also some of them have got a lower dimpled bit underneath.
Yeah.
and they're all different shapes and sizes. But these cutouts are the same cutouts. I remember Cluedo having these as well.
Yeah.
We've got an old Waddington's version of Cluedo.
I think it's just a generic box to say.
Save
I
money.
understand it's cost cutting measure, yeah. So,
Save
which is
money,
quite
I guess.
ironic, really, when you think about what the game is. But yeah, yes. So there we are. That's Ratrace.
No, I like this. I remember this fondly, so I'm quite looking forward to playing this one. Again,
Okay.
to be honest with you.
Well, we will, and we may or may not film us doing that. I don't know. I don't really know whether we will, or whether it's something that we'd ever.
I don't know how well it'll film. We'll see. We'll take it. We'll play it. Take a decision on that one, I think.
Okay.
But anyway, so that's Ratrace. Does anyone else remember it? Is it just me, or did anyone else enjoy playing it?
Because currently it's just her.
My mum will remember it, I hope, when she actually sees it.
Right.
Fingers crossed. Anyway, if you liked having a look at Ratrace with us, though, we've got loads more vintage board games that we are sharing with you here. So make sure you click like and subscribe down below and keep watching. Bye.